Hello everyone, welcome back to another Magic the Gathering video. Today we are going to be doing a commander review talking about Tor Wauki, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, who is a legendary human archer, 3/3 that costs 2 generic, 2 black, and 1 red mana. And then Tor has this cool ability where you can tap. Tor Wauki deals 2 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Very traditional for old archer creature types. For this game, back in the day, archers were all about the combat phase and interacting and manipulating that through attackers and blockers. So we're going to manipulate that even further. No card rulings. Very straightforward. Just tap and deal damage. You are already dead is the card I picked. If you're going to be dealing damage to an attacker or a blocker, you might as well eliminate the threat entirely. So deal some damage and then destroy a creature that was dealt damage this turn. And you could do a whole deck archetype on this. Red has great ways to deal damage to the entire board for really cheap. There's one I've been playing on Arena. Something. It's a 1-drop mana sorcery that deals 1 damage to every creature an opponent controls, and then 1 damage to the opponent. I think it's End the Festivities is what it's called. So, I mean, 1 mana, End the Festivities, deal damage to everyone. Then 1 black mana, play You're Already Dead, and destroy any creature that was dealt damage this turn. So black has all the if a creature was dealt damage, destroy it kind of thing, which is really fun. You could do a whole deck around that, and I think that would be very interesting. The deck that I'm going to have Tor in is a Rakdos Goading deck, so very straightforward. Have your opponents fight amongst themselves, and then use Tor to deal damage to either the attackers or the blockers. You could make some political trades with your friends and stuff about like, hey, this thing is going to have to fight you, but I'll help ping it down for you so you can kill it. Or, hey, you're going to go fight this guy, but I'm going to get rid of their blockers so you can keep your guys alive, stuff like that. So I have a lot of fun with this deck. I'm looking forward to it. Next, you could do like a Death Touch tribe, because Tor is dealing 2 damage to the attacker or the blocker. So if you have a way of giving Tor Death Touch, then it just makes his ability insta-kill any creature on board, and that is very doable in black. So, very fun, very deadly, very death-touchy, and like all these deck archetypes, I think if you play it right, you're going to have a big target on your back, so be prepared. Lastly, to continue on with like this forced combat goading strategy, but with a twist, is you could do something with the Monarch, something with the Initiative, something like Crown of Doom, where you're passing around this thing that makes it so everyone wants to attack the opponent instead of you. So all different ways of forcing combat and taking advantage of those attackers and blockers. And I think you could have a lot of fun with it. The nice thing about this card, and I'll be explaining a little bit of this when I do my tier list for the entire set, is when it comes to concepts like this, where it's like forced combat situations, there's so many different decks that you could do. The Crown of Doom would probably be the weakest, because there's not a lot of cards like Crown of Doom. There's the Jinxed Idol, Jinxed Ring kind of cards where you're passing things around. Those exist, but it would probably be the weakest of the decks, just because there's not a lot of love and support out there. But you could do an entire Rakdos deck on the Initiative, an entire Rakdos deck on Monarch, an entire Rakdos deck on Goad. So I'll explain a little bit more about that when I do the tier list, but like that's a lot of deck ideas in one screen right there, which is really cool. I love that. That's going to do it for Tor Wauki. Cool archetypes. I think you could have a lot of fun with Rakdos Forced Combat. I mean, it's a very loved archetype in these colors, so there's a lot of powerful cards you can find no matter which version you're doing. Goad, Monarch, Initiative, even the jinxed idols and stuff of the world. The biggest problem is it's 5 mana for only 2 damage. There's a lot of archers out there that are like 2 mana for a 1 damage guy or 2 mana for a 2 damage archer in different colors. So the fact that it's 5 mana for an archer to do that is very expensive. So of all the goading forced combat decks out there, Tor is probably the weakest of all of them. However, that may take the target a little bit off your back depending on the play group you're in. Have fun with it. Maybe do the Death Touch deck idea and see how that goes. And definitely let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If there's any deck ideas that I missed for this or any other videos I've done. If you want to see more Magic content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified for more videos. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!